Developing first tonight, a horrific case out of Polk County. The accused shooter in the weekend massacre in North Lakeland has just been denied bond. Bryan Riley is accused of randomly picking a home and killing 4 people, including a 3-month-old infant, and injuring an 11-year-old girl. Fox 13's Ken Suarez is at the scene in North Lakeland with the very latest tonight. Ken, this is just almost too much, just horrific.
You know, it really is. I think we've been in news a long time, both of us, and when you see something like this, it is just really kind of earth-shattering, wondering what the people in this neighborhood are going to do in coming days and weeks and how they're going to think about the whole thing. You know, investigators are just wrapping up their day after being here the entire day, trying to make sense of a senseless situation. As you said before, Kelly, mowing down 4 adults and injuring that poor 11-year-old child. Bryan Riley, the accused shooter, is facing 4 counts of first-degree murder and more. Monday morning, he was denied bond in a Bartow courtroom, while in North Lakeland, neighbors of the victims were still trying to come to grips with what had happened at this home, just a stone's throw away from theirs. Investigators say Riley just picked it out of the blue.
That's hard to understand, you know. Why that house?
Detectives say Riley didn't have a grudge against anyone in it, didn't even know them.
Very nice people. I just don't understand. I'm totally at a loss.
Polk Sheriff sized it up this way.
He's evil in the flesh. He was a rabid animal.
On Sunday morning, this home surveillance camera captured gunfire nearby. That signaled bloodshed and death. When deputies arrived, they found a vehicle that had been set on fire and the former U.S. Marine inside, wearing armor and wielding a gun. After a volley of gunfire back and forth, he gave up, and they found 4 people dead: a 40-year-old man, 33-year-old woman with a 3-month-old boy in her arms, and a 62-year-old woman in another home on the property.
But he says at one point to our detectives, they begged for their lives, and I killed them anyway.
Riley's also accused of shooting an 11-year-old girl up to 7 times.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
The night before the massacre, Riley came to this house for the first time, saying that God had spoken to him directly, asking for a girl named Amber, who no one here had ever heard of. Eventually, he left. They thought for good, but they were wrong. Obviously, investigators talking to as many people as possible, including his girlfriend. She told them that he was struggling with post-traumatic stress, never violent. Investigators say that changed dramatically this weekend.
Yes, it did. Ken, have they, I know Sheriff Judd has not announced the victims' names. Is that something we can expect to hear eventually through the sheriff's office? What do you think about that?
I'm sure they will eventually release the names, but you know, today's a holiday. The investigators have been out here all day, as I said before, so they're gathering information. I am no expert, but I would not be surprised if they were released tomorrow when the sheriff's office is full staffed and talking to the media again. Right. I'm sure he's going to outline everything connected to the night before, and just horrific. And our prayers with the family and the little girl in the hospital. Thank you so much, Ken.